I recognize that a lot of you want to know more about the events that transpired last night on the campus of the University of Pittsburgh. Our number one priority last night was to find a path towards a peaceful resolution so that everyone could get home safely. And I do want to be clear that this meeting was not about their demands, but about how we could resolve this peacefully. They recognized that their demands were not of us or the mayor or the administration, but of the university, and they were appreciative of our open and honest communication about what we knew. Last night, we were able to connect with individuals inside of the encampment and were able to convene a meeting between representatives, a mixture of Palestinian and Jewish students and faculty in order to try to find a path forward. Part of this was a mutual understanding of the role and authority of the mayor and the county executive had in this moment, and clarified their role as non-voting members of the Board of Trustees. We shared information with them about what role we had been playing behind the scenes to de-escalate the situation in order for them to have the information they needed to make an informed decision for themselves. Our work shifted to making sure that they were able to return back to the encampment in order to share that information with the broader group. And around 2:00 a.m., they made the decision to leave peacefully on their own. We do plan to make ourselves available for questions later on today at some point. However, at this point in time, we'll take no further questions regarding the incident at the University of Pittsburgh. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning. That was Maria Montano, the Communications Director for the City of Pittsburgh. At this time, I am Olga George. I am the City of Pittsburgh and Mayor Ed Gainey's press secretary. We are here today to honor and uplift one of our own, Clarence Washington McCallister. Clarence is a longtime worker of the Department of Public Works, and we are pleased to have him on staff. And at this time, I would like to bring up the Director of the Department of Public Works, Chris Hornstein.
Thank you, Olga. I'm Chris Hornstein. I'm the Director of Public Works. We're here today to discuss the character and the actions of one Clarence McCallister. I think to begin, we have to understand that Clarence works in our heavy equipment division as a repair specialist. If you don't know heavy equipment division, which I would be surprised that most of you don't, that aren't part of the division, they toil in the background. They're the ones that keep our vehicles and equipment and machines working and operational so Public Works can perform its daily duties every day. And they do toil in the background. They don't seek recognition. They don't seek glory. They are there as support, as protection for the department, and are necessary and critical every day. They are what I call some of the unsung heroes of the department because they make those things go. And so when I look at Clarence's actions on that fateful day, it is emblematic of the division. It was thoughtless, it was selfless, it was humble, without regards to his own personal well-being. And really, we can't say any more about that. And Clarence, I want to thank you for your actions on behalf of the department. I want to thank you for your tireless work at Heavy Equipment Division on part of the Department of Public Works and the City of Pittsburgh. And I want to thank the Heavy Equipment Division themselves, for recognizing and instilling that character in all the people that work down there, because we believe that that is emblematic of not just the division, but the Department of Public Works itself. So again, I thank you.
Thank you.
And next, we will hear from the gentleman that he saved, Reverend Glenn German.
First and foremost, I always like to thank God for being here today. Amen. And I'm truly grateful. I had an opportunity to know Brother Clarence for while now, and we've been wanting to honor him, and I just think that God finds ways of doing things beyond what we can think. This acting what was seen on camera was truly only an aspect of what he actually do at the church all the time. He's selfless. He's always giving of himself, always willing to help, always supportive. And this was just something that we caught on camera. So I'm grateful to him. I'm grateful for him actually having this opportunity to be honored in this manner. I think he's more than deserving of it just for who he is. So I appreciate you, and I thank you.
Thank you, Pastor.
I think everyone would agree that Mr. McCallister is truly loved and appreciated by his co-workers, his church members, and his family. And to continue the uplifting and honoring, I would like to bring forward the Honorable Mayor Ed Gainey.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. When I seen that on the news, I was just thanking God. I was just thanking God because anything could have went wrong. You know what I mean? But it does say he shows up when you're in troubled times.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
And there's no question that that word held true. And it's funny, there's always 6 degrees of separation. I grew up in a place called Collins Avenue. And the Rev grew up on Auburn. And I've known him for quite some time. He's in Germany. It's a real big family, probably about 2/3 of the city. And, I had seen him 2 years ago. We was at the Ambassador Suites. And we were just talking. I hadn't seen him since we were kids. And I said, I know a couple of, Germans. Matter of fact, I knew a guy named Glenn that lived on Auburn. Now, how deep is that? At a hotel, 40-some years later. And we just got to talking, and I didn't even know he was a pastor. And then to watch how you sprung into action that day, I just think it spoke volumes of the character that you had. And I think that it spoke volumes of the fact that when you seen something, you did something, and you put your own life on the line just to be able to ensure that the church was safe. And when you see that, you don't always see that type of heroic behavior every day, but we've seen it in you. And they always say, you can see the Christ and through the works that a person do.
Yes, Lord.
And that day we got to see the Christ in you.
Yes, Lord.
And I also want to thank the rest of the Department of Public Works for being here today. I think it speaks volumes. Turn around and see,
Thank you.
who came out. I just thought, oh, that Bill Grant. We got Bill back there too, hiding in the corner. You know what I mean? You got Bill back there. So I just want to say thank you, Chris. Thank you, all of you. Thank you for coming out. And now, whereas the mayor of the city of Pittsburgh is always pleased to recognize those individuals who, through their dedicated endeavors and commitment to excellence, bring extraordinary honor to our city. It is also with great pride and admiration that the city celebrates and uplifts Clarence McCallister for his extraordinary courage and decisive action on Sunday, May 5th, 2024. And whereas Clarence McCallister is an exceptional man of faith, born in Pittsburgh, PA, to Jewel and Washington McCallister, and was raised in St. Clair Village on the south side of Pittsburgh. Clarence is the 9th child of 13 siblings. Ooh, y'all need to clap for that. Y'all know that's old school right there. You ain't gonna see too many of that today. He went to Carrick High School. He was gifted with work on cars and repair things. And he received an automotive and diesel repair degree from Rosedale Tech Academy. Additionally, he received a welding degree from CCAC and bodywork and emissions inspection license from Conley Trade School. Clarence has an auto body shop in Homewood and is known as the Magic Man because he goes above and beyond helping people repair what they didn't think could be repaired, making miracles out of cars. And as Clarence begins his career, with the City of Pittsburgh Department of Public Works Environmental Service in 2006, and now his current role as heavy equipment repair specialist. Today, I come to honor you and tell you thank you.
Yes,
Tell you thank you for being a man who helps to save lives.
yes.
Clarence, today is your day.
Thank you very much.
Got one question. This for DPW. When y'all seen him do what he did at the church, what's the first thing y'all thought? So you can't say it.
That's it. They never see you move so fast. They never see you move so fast. But it's an honor to have everybody down here, you know what I mean? Especially from the heavy equipment department. Have my whole family down here. I got friends, great friends. My niece is down here, Keisha. You know, I'm just honored to be here, you know, really honored to be here and to be surrounded around such great people, you know what I mean, to know that, you know, these people love and care about me as much as I love and care about them. So I thank everybody for being here and have a nice day.
I would be remiss if I didn't say one caveat, sir. What he did, being unarmed, tackling an armed man, law enforcement would not agree with that. I want you to know that, okay?
But I handles my business.
But you have. But wanted to make sure that everyone understands what he did was not the norm. There are individuals who have training, who are armed sometimes, who did not take and would not take the risk that this gentleman did. So as the police enforcement officers uplift what you did, they also want to caution you that that's what you did. You took your life in your hands to save your fellow man, and we thank you, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you.
It's Clarence McCallister Day. Thank you, sir.
Yes, I appreciate it.